Hello everyone. Going right back into the game. Well, we are again in the role of Saga Anderson. In Bright Falls, we were on our way back to the sheriff's station to see what horrors await us there. Nope. Let's go just a tiny bit up again. Oh yes. Just now. We are in the lodge. Look at the light. Yeah, now the light is even better. Definitely. What's she doing here? What is she doing here?
I can't get through this.
Now what is this? Tammy didn't want me to come, I can tell. Not like the trip is even helping. I thought getting out of the city would inspire me, but Bright Falls is just a bunch of trees and empty storefronts. I need to find something. I'm tired of writing one-act plays about how shitty the world is. The thought scathing social commentary would make me feel like a real artist. But I don't know. It's not me. I want to write something weird, something really out there, something authentic. But what? Fuck this town. I don't even want to get into what happened last night. It's weird though. Sitting here in the hotel room, some pieces are starting to fall together. An idea for a new play. A space cult, burning down the galaxy in some misguided search for TBD. A lone man, an artist, wandering the stars until his destiny puts him straight in the cult's path. All black cast, musical, a rock opera. Sounds pretty much like the weird manuscript we've discovered at the trailer park. But I don't know. Doesn't sound any better the second time reading it. Okay, Ed returns to Lake Cauldron.
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early. Scathing social commentary in a one-act play wasn't exactly filling seats. When Tammy told him she was taking a research trip to Bright Falls, he decided to tag along. Ed told her he wanted to find inspiration. Really, he just wanted a break from the city. But it was true that he certainly needed to find something. A voice, a direction, an idea, something authentic to himself. Ed knew he couldn't keep using Tammy's money to fund his playwriting. After the argument with Tammy, Ed stormed out of the diner and drove their rental car back to Cauldron Lake to prove a point. Now standing in the dark woods, the sun hidden by the trees, Ed wished he could remember what that point was. Something about masculinity. He cursed at himself and turned to go. Suddenly, he was blinded by a light in his face. Voices shouted and hands pushed him to the ground. Ed struggled, in vain.
And yet another page? Okay. Tammy rides the ferry.
Tammy tapped her pen on her notebook. Alan Wake had ridden this same ferry into town when he arrived. This was his entry into Bright Falls. His first steps across the threshold. She wrote that down. She always found it helpful to walk in the victim's shoes, do what they did, see what they saw. It added great color to the book. Tammy felt raindrops on her face. God, again? She pulled up her hood. The rain just kept coming. She missed New York. So far, this hadn't been the simple research trip she pictured. First the incident at the lake, then the fight with Ed. It's not surprising tempers got hot. They were both on edge after what had happened. Tammy had said some things she regretted. She looked out over the harbor. A chill passed through her. She hoped Ed wouldn't do anything stupid.
Apparently he did, didn't he? Oh, what? Now she's going. No, it's still the same door. But why can't we talk to her? Yeah, we already searched Casey's room. Nothing new to find here. This is our own room. We've done this too. Now the game room. Yeah, we've done this too. The game doesn't work. Guitar's just lying around here. Oh, that's true. We could also use this here. I'm not sure that's what I want to do though. What's she doing here? Well, apparently she's ignoring us. So much is obvious. Okay, can we open this now? Nope. So I'll have to go through reception. Oh. Hello. Can you talk? Well, apparently not. Not much of a speaker. That's all I can say. Oh, hello there.
They're all so soft and sad.
And full of blood. That's what they are. Is that a manuscript page? No. Okay, let's finally move on. There's our car. Alright. There's another stash there. Oh, and the Oh Dear Diner. We could also go there and find out something.
They think they're so mysterious with their ridiculous masks. Children of cosmos.
He wouldn't just wander off and not tell us. Especially after all the weirdness of the law.
So, yep, that's where our bolt cutters come in again. Yippee-yay-yay.
Another one of those cult boxes.
What does it say? January 1st. Overprivileged town hall folks complaining about poor TV reception, hopefully not due to the paint job. January 17th. Took a photo with a giant moose statue in the park. Great memento. February 2nd. Damn dogs keep digging up the flowers. February 31st. Park's trash can needed fresh coat of paint. Painted an extra layer. March 3rd. Tried painting the large tree in the park, but the weather was too hot. Cooled down on a bench in the sheltered area and had an epiphany. March 26th. Replaced the screw on the purple park bench. Yep, so where do we have to go? First, to the town hall, to the TV. Then, giant muse statue. And the park's trash can. Moose statue. And park's trash can. Town hall fox. I wonder where the town hall fox might be at. So let's go see this park. Here it is. So at the bench. It just depends on where you stand. From here you can't see it, so it's two pyramids on top of each other. trash can.
Sacrifices we made.
There's two pyramids pointing outwards. Now where's that moose statue?
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
Oh, nice. You wouldn't believe how hard it was to track down these lunchboxes. Thank goodness for the internet. Now, where's that giant moose?
So what do you think that whole thing at the lodge was about?
I don't think.
Yeah, I hate it when this happens, because we get no indication on the map as to where this giant moose statue might be. And just roam around. Well, at least make it safe for you for the time being. Yes, that's kind of fair, but still. That was the sign of the cult right there, indicating their stash there. That's not Ahti. Excuse me, lady, have you seen a giant moose statue around here?
We learned from the last time, didn't we? Fought our way through it, held fast. And now look at us. As thick as thieves.
What's she talking about? And who's she talking to? Ah, poor TV reception. Two pyramids next to each other, okay. Yeah. It's kind of obvious that they were close. Just no indication on the map that this is actually the town hall, so maybe it does say somewhere else apart from the map. So what was it? First TV, then trash can. Okay. So TV was two pyramids next to each other. Then it was two pyramids facing outwards. Then two pyramids on top of each other. Yeah, there we go. Monsters live in the woods. You don't say. So, the cult stashes. Yeah, Brightfall's area. Another one. So, what? Oh, Brightfall's area. That's where we need to put it, of course. So there's just one more to go. 3 in Watery. Three more near Cauldron Lake. Okay, but we're getting there. Now the cult of the tree. Cult's use of imagery feels almost commercial, like branding. So, fact versus fiction. Okay. Again, we still can't use it, that's odd. The story, yeah, same here. Yeah, for now, 10 is not enough. Can't do anything with 10. Alright, it says we should investigate over there. Let's just actually just the election campaign there, if I'm not mistaken. But gonna have a second look anyway. Maybe I just didn't make the right connection.
Merced won't roll over on the issues.
Vote for Setter, that's what it says. Oh. Still investigate? No. Now we've investigated. No more use for the scene.
I don't like the sounds coming from the station.
Alright. Now that is a proper indication that something's wrong. It's the middle of the night and all the lights are out in the station. That's also pretty weird, isn't it? Shouldn't be like that. So let's go to the diner first and then get on with the investigation. Maybe we can have a little chit-chat with Rose again.
He wouldn't just wander off and not tell us. Especially after all the...
Oh look, it's not Rose today.
Well, I'm fucking worried too. You just had to follow some stupid internet rumors and solve the riddle of Bright Falls.
You didn't have to come. It's not my fault we got caught in the middle of an active occurrence. Look, we just need to find Martha.
Look at him dancing here. Listen, the jukebox is out of order. The poor old thing can only take so much of the same song being played over and over. I'm as big a fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on. So, I use the screwdriver here. That's it. What's this now, huh? Dear Diary, Alan contacted me again today. There was a message from me hidden in the newspaper. He wanted to make sure I was ready for his arrival. What a silly thing to even ask. Of course I'm ready. Duh, Alan. Oh, and Norman got into the dried apricots at work again. I swear he'll have to fumigate the place. Dear Diary, some guy at the diner got mad that I brought him a piece of cherry pie and demanded a free piece of apple, but he totally ordered cherry. And when I pointed out that he already took like 2 bites of the cherry, he said he thought it was apple. Apple pie and cherry pie do not look the same. I told him he could order another piece, but he'd have to pay for it, and he got so mad and started screaming about leaving me a bad review. Like I care about reviews. Anyway, I took away his pie and told him babies shouldn't be eating sweets. He shouted a bit, then left. Some people. Dear Diary, Cynthia has been acting up lately. I think she's turning into a you-know-what. Lots of you-know-what's popping up lately. I'll keep an eye on it. If things get out of hand, I can always get out the rifle. I'm sure Alan would appreciate me keeping the place safe. What's with the dog? With the pipe and the hat? Well, that's pretty accurate drawing of Cynthia here. Anything else? That's really all we can find in a locked room? Well, apparently so.
I can't force it open.
Well, why not? You're the police, but hey. Who am I to judge? Oh, we already touched this one. Kids of all ages can celebrate Deerfest at the Happy Harvest located at Temiso Farms, just a 10-minute drive out of town. Brightfall's 81st annual Deerfest. Due to concern over last year's incident, adults are asked not to bring alcohol to this event. Alright. Wasted enough town again. Town. Wasted enough town. Wasted enough time again as it is. Let's head over to the police station at last. Okay guys, I think I'm ready for you. There is a safe spot at the sheriff station too. The morgue that just shut off. Oh, actually, there's not a place to save. Okay. That did not sound good at all, did it?
Okie dokie. I don't like the sounds coming from...
Sorry guys, I'm gonna save again first. Cause running around town for like 20 minutes and then wasting progress, just not my kind of style. Their Return of the Old Gods, okay. So 1 is close range, 2 is long range, 3 is flares, 4 is healing, and well, healing and grenades, of course. That's a common combination, no? All strange sounds coming from in there. As you see, there's still some loot I haven't collected. Also a cult stash in the basement. So where will we go first, huh? What's our actual goal? Go to the sheriff station. That's the only thing it says here.
Power's out. Always a good sign. There's Taken inside.
He knows, okay. Then what do we do against it, huh? How do we prepare for this?
Holding cells. Is that where they're keeping Wake? Door's locked, though. Need the key.
Alright, no key from Sheriff Baker.
Anyone here?
I'm here, in the closet.
Agent Estevez? Is that you?
Anderson? Did I tell you to fuck off?
Looks like it's a good thing I didn't.
Looks like. My leg's busted, so I'm gonna need your help. Listen, there is a person out there with you invaded by something we call the Shadow, and if you
A Taken. Yeah, I'll handle it.
Alright. Not so easy to evade him all the time with all the stuff lying around here. Plus he did shatter. Well, he's still moving. Look, what is he doing? Who's he trying to fornicate with? More ammunition, good. Let's keep this thing loaded all the time.
All clear, Estevez. That leg doesn't look good.
Feels even worse. But thanks for saving the rest of me.
You're
We
welcome.
should talk.
Have you found my partner, Agent Casey?
Yeah, we found him. Out in the woods. He had a close encounter with the Shadow, and it did something to him.
What?
Is he okay?
He's alive. We took him down to the morgue for an examination. Haven't heard anything since the attack.
What happened here?
Where to fucking start? We came to check out a system alert at Cauldron Lake, but it's worse than we could handle.
Apparently.
Boondoggle. The police, my own agents, most were invaded before we could even react.
What did the FBC come here to do?
Bright Falls is the site of a recurring Altered World event. The Shadow is stronger than we expected. We're low on resources, problems at HQ. But we do have equipment for dealing with the shaded threat. We were just caught off guard before we could set it up.
Okay.
Where is Wake? I know what's going on here. Wake can fix this.
Alan Wake is a para-utilitarian. The word's a mouthful, so you know it's serious. We have him locked up in the holding cells per protocol. He's connected to the Shadow in some way.
Yes, he is.
Estevez, I need to see Wake. How do I get into the cell block?
Okay. Protocols don't mean that much at this point anyway. Don't make me regret this, Anderson. Until the power's back on, the door to the holding cells won't open. There's a fuse box downstairs in the basement.
Of course, in the basement
Here.
again.
You'll need these keys.
Finally.
Back into the morgue, huh? Fantastic.
Alright, so what have we found out? solve later? No, that can't be. No, the station has been attacked, yes. Cell block door is locked. That's probably where Wake is being held. Need to get the door open. As the West, the FBC locked Wake in the holding cells. They believe he's associated with the dark present somehow. Nope. We won't be able to open the cell block doors until the power is back on. Yeah, we know all this. The fuse box is in the basement of the station.
The cell door won't open without power.
Well, okay. So, we have found out exactly nothing new. Oh, what else do we have? There's something else in the conference room? Really? Where should it be? Nah, there's nothing here. We've done that container. There's no container in here, obviously. That's all me making that sound. What now? Memory lost. The battle to regain your mind. Author L. Temp. A revolution for the brain. Experience of time and other neuroscience breakthroughs. Author PRSC. UFO Myth and Reality Part 3. Tricksters and Falsehoods. Author Westmore. UFO Myth and Reality Part 2. Communion and Testimonies. Author Batson. UFO Myth and Reality Part 1. Sightings on the Lands. Author Quincy. Don't forget, A like B, A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, I equals 9, J equals 0. Okay, I'll just photograph this for if this has any relevance later on. I can just get back to the photograph. I don't have to walk all the way up here. So there's nothing on the computer we can do, okay. Now what's this? Emergency Incident Report. The Lake House. Research Facility WA-03 at Cauldron Lake. WA has been compromised. Cause unknown. The incident was visually confirmed by Agent Estevez when she visited the facility to make contact with Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont, heads of operations at the lake house. The facility itself is reported to be in a damaged state, with no living staff found during a brief search. A longer search was not possible due to an active AWE in the area requiring all possible resources. Investigation and containment not possible with current personnel. Emergency dispatch of response and rescue staff is requested. The Investigations Department has no knowledge of the lake house's recent research or projects due to worsening communication and cooperation since HQ went dark. As a result, this report cannot determine the incident's cause without further investigation. Research proposal re Alan Wake and Cult Connections. Summary. In 2010, writer and suspected para-utilitarian Alan Wake was reported to have disappeared into Cauldron Lake, a known threshold site. 3 years later, a small group responsible for multiple killings was arrested in New York City by federal investigators. The murders were recreations of deaths found in the writing of Alan Wake. Interrogations with the murderers revealed they saw Wake as a sort of prophet, describing themselves as his cult and considering his novels to be sacred texts. As Wake was missing at the time, it's unlikely he had any personal involvement with this cult. At least there is no evidence supporting the idea. Soon after the New York cult was detained, an organization known as the Cult of the Tree began operating around Cauldron Lake, the same area Wake disappeared. This is now the second organization branding themselves as a cult with a direct physical connection to Alan Wake, operating in the location he was last seen in. I propose that this is not a coincidence, and would like permission to search for a link between Wake and the Cult of the Tree. Q is 5, 5, 2, Q, R, S, T. So 5, 2, 1, is it that? Well, apparently not. No. 7 to 1. Nope. There we go. Now finally we have a gun in hand. I'm just gonna run back here and save again.
Come on.
No, I can't.
Time to
Okay.
get back to work.
That's just sad. Well, okay. But still tell me there's a container here. But we've already taken what's inside.
Did you read me, Anderson?
I read you. Have you had our frequency this entire time?
Eavesdropping is a big part of the job. But no, I got it from your partner. Anderson, look for a fuse to replace the blown out one in the fuse box. That should get the power going again.
Yeah. On it.
Should be in maintenance, right?
Casey! Is that you?
Anderson?
Hold your fire! I'm coming in.
Hey, Anderson. Like what I've done with the place?
Could use a bit more light.
Funny.
Stay put, Casey. I'll let you know when it's safe.
I'm not going anywhere.
Apparently we have new choices.
How are you holding up?
Just the right time to talk.
Ah, don't give me that worried look, Anderson. It's a flesh wound. Gave me a chance to have a nice chat about ex-wives with Kieran. Agent Estevez, I mean.
Making new friends, huh? I'm jealous. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What's the situation on your end?
Okay. So let's look into his mind.
What's happening to Casey?
I'm a goner. Swell. A shadow crawling under my skin.
He's fighting it.
In my head. Call my ex. Tell her I'm sorry. Terminal case, Casey.
Something is wrong with him. He's hurt worse than he says. He's scared.
Nope.
That's not right. What happened at the hotel?
Wake was telling the truth about the cult being after him.
Yeah, I realized that.
That thing, the dark presence, it's real too. I saw it. A fucked up monster cloud. Wake tried to warn me. It knocked me out. FBC found me in the woods later.
Watery turned out to be a good lead. Found the clicker and the cult. But the horror story's changing reality. Like Wake said it would. Logan, the story claims she died here. But we can stop it.
Wait, Saga. What do you, Logan is gone. She has been. For a long time.
What?
Casey's affected by the horror story too. I'm fighting for them all now. I'm gonna fix this, Casey. You, Logan, all of it. I just need to get the power back on first.
Yeah, give him hell, Anderson. Just remember, some things in life can't be fixed with a light switch. As for the power problem, here. I found a fuse on those poor bastards there.
Oh, of course.
I'll take care of it.
Now here we go.
Anderson, good news, bad news. You can get to the cell block now, but the shaded hostiles that were in there are on the loose.
Thanks for the heads up.
Well, they are coming down here. Alright,
Situation is under control, Estevez.
that was close.
Coming back up.
Copy.
I'll wait here.
That son of a bitch. What is this? Injury report. Alex Casey, FBI. Description of injury. 2218. Subject seems physically weakened, with some confusion about his whereabouts and events. Concussion, maybe? Similar symptoms to those becoming shadowed individuals. Exposure to the shadow is suspected but not confirmed. Physical wounds are minimal. Light abrasions, possible mild concussion. Continued observation shows no signs of increased aggression on subject. Subject remains aware and coherent. A starkly different progression than other victims. Reasons for exceptional results unknown. Less severe exposure, subject's resilience, intentionally on subject's part, requires further examination and testing. Alright, apparently there's medical storage on the other side. Yes, there is. Still downstairs. Should be safe room to the left now, yes. Excellent. No, now it's scratch, yes. Reloading again. Nice. Cancel it for a long duration. Well, I've tried it. Believe me, it's not a long duration. Let's just prepare for whatever is coming, huh? Oh, so much stuff. Right out of the gate. And there's more to come. Once we've unlocked this next card stash.
Another cult stash?
What does it say? Huh? Oh, okay. Pretty easy. Be aware the call of the tree. Yep, another called stash. The last one in Bright Falls. Found all the Bright Falls area called stashes. Yay. So what else we need to do? Can we put this here? No. Then we just move it over here, but I don't need a third one of these. Pretty sure of that. All the ammunition we're wearing. That's just hilarious. We come very well prepared, I guess. Wow, now the lights are back on. So, with these shadows, you can never be too careful. Well, but if Estevez is there and has locked the door, then
Anderson!
we can
over
assume
here.
it's safe. Why didn't the shadows
Got a
attack
load of plants
her?
in that closet.
Is the FBC sending any help?
We were the help. Well, us in
What?
the lake house. But we still have Bureau gear specifically engineered to fight this threat. It's stored in the backlot. We were setting it up when the Taken interrupted us. We have light arrays, a containment cell, etc., etc. We are not out of this fight yet.
What's at the lake house?
It's a Bureau research facility at Cauldron Lake set up to study the effects of this AWE. When I got into town, I went there for backup. The whole station is lost, taken by the Shadow. Lost a lot of agents. Barely got out myself.
What's going on?
We had a hell of a time avoiding those Taken. Ended up back here. Anyway, I wanted to warn you that we have the Koskela brothers in the cells as well. They're the ringleaders of the Cult of the Tree.
What?
Don't let your guard down.
Wish me luck.
According to the Luck and Probability Department, it's statistically bad luck to wish people good luck during a crisis.
Thanks. I'm sure Sheriff Braco wouldn't mind me borrowing this.
Oh yeah, pump action shotgun.
Saga! Fucking FBI, FBC, you government fucks all fucking this up for us! Let us the fuck out!
You're the leaders of the cult. You're not going anywhere.
Wake will ruin everything. Get rid of him, Saga! You fucking shot me! Typical government stooge. Let me out so I can kill him, that fucker! You come to our town and act like you know what you're dealing with, but you have no fucking idea!
Alright, alright. Soon you can tell me.
Agent Young held his clipboard up to the light. The equipment was all accounted for. He ticked the boxes, satisfied. A noise on the other side of the back lot made him pause. He peered into the darkness. Nothing. Shrugging, he signed and dated the form. Estevez wanted everything ready, just in case. Young appreciated a cautious leader. Estevez had held it together even after the oldest house had gone dark. Young began to head inside. The local sheriff's station was a tight fit, but at least they had a coffee machine. Young felt optimistic. They
Just
even
basics.
had a paramilitary in custody already. Another clatter behind him. Closer this time. He turned, hand on his holster. He called out to the darkness.
This station has been seized by the Federal Bureau of Control. You're not authorized to be here.
Suddenly, the lights flickered, went off. Young couldn't see a thing. Then from inside the station, the screams began.
What's all this equipment in here? Why hasn't it been set up properly? There's Wake.
Saga, do you have it?
Need to find the key.
say how to open it? No, it just says locked door, alright.
You wrote Logan into the story. You told me yourself. From the dark place.
Listen! Scratch is coming. He's close. He's almost here.
My daughter is dead because of you. She's a child. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm trying to fix this. I will fix this. I'll save everyone, but we're running out of time. I need the clicker.
I have the clicker. You will fix this. You will save my daughter. Promise me.
Yes, I promise. But we're out of time. Hurry!
Uh-oh.
Don't fucking give it to him! He's a fucking monster, Saga! There it is. We've
There
been
it
waiting
is.
for you, motherfucker! I'm gonna fucking destroy you!
It's Scratch. He was pretending to be Wade. The plan is fucked. Esteban, come in. Scratch is here. How do I stop him?
Bad news. The containment unit isn't prepped, but the light array should affect him.
How do I activate the lights?
I can turn them on from here. But you need to prime the 3 power cores first. The glowing SBC generator fuse.
I found the lights. How do I activate them?
I
Whoa.
can turn them on from here. You need to prime the 3 power cores first. The glowing SBC generator fuse.
Whoa.
Power the lights.
How do I prime the lights? Oh, there it is.
Estevez said to prime the power cores. Got one.
More to go.
Alright, alright, alright. Now is he gone?
Scratch was here. He'll be back. What the fuck do we do now?
Sorry, but not sharing my Discord. Not for advertising purposes. Thanks for the follow, though. Alright, that was a tough one, but
Scratch's wits
first
doubled.
attempt not bad,
He
right?
tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
Okay, so now some profiling on the two again. Yeah, I think we should do that first. Maybe have a look at the case board.
The dark presence is vulnerable against bright light.
Yep, well, we already
At
found
least
that
that
out.
makes sense.
Nothing new here. Yeah, so what now? Scratch wanted the same thing as Wake, the clicker. Wake has been contacting me from the dark place. Yep, so that's probably where he is. Doesn't really make sense to put it there. The girls were the same. Could mean Scratch and Wake are one and the same or just a coincidence. So first Scratch now.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake. Manipulating me. What does he want from me? No. I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
Okay, that's all we could gain from this. That's not so much, is it?
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
The Big Apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was.
Yep. Wake was trapped in the dark place.
Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
So maybe Wake and Scratch can be in the real world at the same time, or will they have to fight in the end? Alright, we can save again, nice. Okay, we can't listen to the radio right now. So there isn't a shoebox here, that's kind of sad. Oh. What now? Staff kitchen policy reminders: do not microwave whole fish. I shouldn't have to say this. Mulligan owes me $20 and refuses to pay it back. I suggest we dock his pay for that amount plus interest and add it directly to into my paycheck. Thornton doesn't remember. I already paid him back by buying him lunch months ago, so don't listen to him. Definitely do not touch my pay, or I'll swear to God I'll sue. The front desk and admin email are not to be used for personal quarrels or other unofficial business, and remember to wash your coffee mugs. Hey y'all, I'm at the sink on Deerfest safety prep last time. Any updates? What's the latest on crowd control? Whoever put bayonets into the suggestion box was clearly kidding, right? Right? I understand that there is a need to keep the arrested folks under lock and key, but who the heck is a paranoid madman who decided we needed every other door in our facility to be geared with the latest high-tech top security nonsense? The stuff's not safe. A power outage and those locks aren't budging. I've warned you about this a half dozen times now. Don't blame me when you're locked in with no way out.
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake.
Fair enough, huh?
So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
Ah. Well, don't act like I'm the one to blame here.
The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
Might.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks.
I have to read it on my own, really?
Go team.
Hey, who are you, and what are you doing here?
I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Jakob was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the Cult of the Tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have. How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just a name did half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing, not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
Well, that means nothing. Oh, alright, what is this, huh?
An electrical lock system with no failsafe. Smart.
I understand that there's a need to keep the arrested folks under lock and key, but who the heck is the paranoid madman? I decided we needed every other door in our facility to be geared with the latest high-tech, top-security nonsense. This stuff's not safe. One power outage and those locks aren't budging. Hey gang, the annual event you've all been eagerly awaiting is upon us again. The Community Outreach Barbecue. Now, I don't want to hear any grumbling. This is a valuable opportunity to connect with the community. Statistics show that officers who are well integrated with the communities they serve see lower instances of violent crime in their precincts, are more effective in their policing, and have overall better mental wellness. This is your benefit, so take it seriously. The community voted dunk tank victim this year will be, drumroll please, Deputy Thornton. Congratulations. Looks like everyone's getting retribution for that speed trap on 12C at last, eh? A friendly reminder that anyone out sick on the day needs to provide a written doctor's note, or you'll be assigned night shift for 2 weeks. Anyone who replies all to complain about their assignment will be volunteering as the assistant of Officer Lightfoot's magic routine. Since my numerous friendly reminders about not having personal packages delivered to the station have gone unheeded, from here on out, if you've seen fit to send something to the station, I will see fit to announce this to the station what you have received. Is it a federal offense to open someone's mail? Yes, it is. Is it a personal offense that I need to share my desk space with your late-night impulse buys? Yes, it is. You have been warned. P.S. Officer Lightfoot, your beard oil is ready for pickup. I knew Marco's beard was too soft to be natural. What brand is he using? Lucy? Chat, I hate to break it to you, but you need to have a face capable of growing a beard to make effective use of beard oil. This is the third time this week I come in for late shift, and there's no coffee in the machine. You take the last cup, you brew a new batch. Now this is important, guys. Remember this, regardless of where you are employed, or what your profession. Okay, a whole lot of stuff we can do here. Because glass.
Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Yako. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side. If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time, wrong place. Time to go, Yako. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
Alright, now there should be a lot on the case board here. There we go. Cult ritual failed to destroy Nightingale because the Bookers interrupted it. Yes. Call of the Tree killed Stake to protect Bright Falls and Watery.
Okay.
Call thinks Wake is responsible for taking belief killing him will stop this. Well, that's where they are wrong.
Ugh. doesn't look right.
The purpose of cult ritual was to kill Taken. Now, apparently we have some reading to do. Here we go. So, transcript of interview with subject Alan Wake, suspected para-utilitarian. Location Bright Calls. Interview Kieran Estevez, lead agent. Estevez, Mr. Wake, you have been taken into FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date. But for now, I need to ask if there is anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel. Anything we might need to know. Wake, there is a force here you don't understand. A presence. It's after me. It wants to consume me. Consume everything. Estevez, yes, you mentioned this dark presence before. Why does it want you? Wake, it feeds on artists. On the art they create. It wants me because of my writing. But it can be any form of art, any artistic expression, music, painting, film, photography. It can feed on any of it, all of it. You have to believe me. Estevez, we are well aware of this entity, Mr. Wake. We've been tracking this situation for a long time now. You yourself have been on our radar for over a decade. I'm sure those nuts in the research department are just going to love checking you out. Hey, make a note to redact before submission. Let's get back on track. You mentioned the light switch earlier. Where is it now? Wait, I don't know, but I need it. I can't end this without it. Will you help me get it? Estevez, Mr. Wake, you're in custody pending charges for breaching of numerous federal violation codes. We are not going to give you a suspected paranatural object. Wake, you're not expletive listening to me. Estevez, we are listening just fine. Now, do you have any accomplices? You, let me out of here. It's coming from me. We're all in danger. Interview was terminated due to subject being uncooperative.
The lake is a gateway to the dark place.
Deployment order. Urgent situation at approximately 1900 hours on September 13, 2023. Readings from a remote surveillance unit monitoring Cauldron Lake. A known threshold to what researchers theorize is the origin dimension of A040, the Shadow, past acceptable limits. Attempts to contact FBC research facility WA03, codename The Lake House, were unsuccessful. On-site event verification is not possible. Response procedures are initiated with immediate effect. Lead Agent Estevez will mobilize Investigation Unit Beta from the remote operations site at Redacted. All available Shadow-specific equipment, Lot 4 to 11B, has been approved for use in the field. Objectives: to confirm an active event. If an active Altered World event is occurring, the dispatch team will identify its nature and severity, limit exposure, and attempt to contain or neutralize the source. If no event is active, check monitoring equipment, perform a limited profile sweep of the area, and check status of the lake house and its staff. Additional information Relevant operatives in the area include the Cult of the Tree and Alan Wake, currently missing.
What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
Summary of findings. Description: Para-utility. Based on reports, the item is a light switch from a lamp cord, with part of the severed cord still attached. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the item possesses the ability to alter reality, the changes being based on redacted when used by a capable para-utilitarian. Parsing this item's effect from that of the Cauldron Lake threshold responsible for recurring AWEs in the area is difficult, because the only reported uses of the item have occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effect of the threshold, or vice versa, if there is no connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman after becoming redacted have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Jagger, likely a physical manifestation of her, by inserting the light switch into its chest and flicking the switch. The item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writing into reality. See file Altered World Event 35. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of this effect are. Conclusion: the light switch is a possible object of power, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on second-hand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item. Hi Maya. I'm good, how are you? And welcome to the stream. Come up with a new plan, well, yeah, that's just great. That's just a great... Oh, there's more to read.
Wake isn't the first person the Dark Presence disguised itself as.
The Shadow. Through extensive interviews with witnesses of Altered World Event 35, additional details regarding the Shadow have been discovered. Both present during Altered World Event reported seeing a woman named Barbara Jagger in Bright Falls at the time. Jagger is a former actress and Bright Falls resident who emigrated with the filmmaker Thomas Zane from Finland and was reported to have drowned in Cauldron Lake during an Altered World event in 1970. Research staff have concluded that Jagger's appearance is likely a case of the Shadow manifesting in human form. Research is ongoing as to the nature of the connection between the Shadow and the psychophysical signatures available for it to mimic. Current hypotheses are: A. The Shadow can only manifest as artists or individuals tangentially involved in the creation of art, who have operated within a certain physical range of Cauldron Lake. B. The Shadow can manifest as any individual contained within Cauldron Lake. Research is actively ongoing. Well, it's going pretty slow so far. But never mind. Sometimes people drop by, sometimes they don't. And if they do, sometimes we have fun, sometimes we don't. Okay, I should stay inside, come up with a new plan first. Yep.
I need to know what information I can still trust.
Scratch pretended to be Wake. Used us. For how long? The whole time? Can anything Wake said be trusted? Yep. Is that leading us on?
The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
So why do we have to do more profiling now? Because of Tor?
Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
Oh. We haven't touched this one yet. Yes.
3 remaining.
Sorry, not giving away my Discord server.
Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon. Mom may be gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here.
Saga, for what it's worth, I think it's important that Logan grows up seeing you do what you love, what you're great at. That would teach her so much. There will be times just like this when you question your choices, your competence, even your own sanity. When things get dark, remember to trust and love yourself as much as your family does. You won't be perfect, but I know you'll be amazing. Love you always, Mom. Well, yeah, that might usually work out fine, but there are so many people just joining to advertise the artwork or whatever it is, so that I just closed it down.
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
Nice. Oh, that's another way to enter. Nice. Well, on and off for a year and a half, maybe.
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. It definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do.
Sorry, I'm not replying for this. This conversation is leading nowhere, I guess.
So the Cult of the Tree actually kills Taken. They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing's what it seems in this case. Too many stories contradicting each other. Too many versions of the truth.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, oh, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough. The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake, Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
Well, we can just make the story the way we want it, and then everything will be fine.
We have a lot of catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end. This case is one for the books.
I see what you did there. The clicker can fix this, but I can't use it without Wake. Tor knows about this stuff. Maybe he can help. Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place.
Ooh, interesting.
I will use the clicker to change reality, and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
Like what? What piece of art? What does she have in mind?
I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good. So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. I wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back. You sure you have it all figured out?
Yep, I do.
Not just yet. Give me a moment.
Okay, Anderson. You let me know when you're ready.
Alright, the end game already.
I'm gonna deal with the situation, Elmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't
Fine,
let
Elmo.
these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people. We'll do my brother proud.
Thank you, Elmo.
My brother.
Okay, since I do only have limited time left for today, I will save here, and then we will continue this tomorrow. See you then. Stay tuned. Have a lovely night.